What is up, guys? Phoenix here, and welcome back to another part of our Tanjiro from Demon Slayer pixel art tutorial. So where we last left off, we did some of the shading parts, and I was going to say that we only had like 1 or 2 parts left, but for personal stress reasons, I'm just going to make this video, I'm going to make the videos go as long as they need to be done, but I do want to have decent amounts in each tutorial part, so that's fair to everybody. So I want to do like 15 to 30 minutes per tutorial part. So that's what I'm going to go for today. So what we're going to do is we're still in the middle part of his chest. If you can see on the right side, we have this 2 vertical of dirt that's just kind of marked out over here. And what we're going to do with that is we're actually going to still be using the grass and block of coal to shape it out. So let's find that 2 vertical. And we're going to be going down into the left from here. So let's put our placement block to the bottom or left side each time as we go down into the left. 2 vertical. 1, 2. And it's going to go jagged right down to the left over there, and it's going to eventually meet back up on his jacket. But we're going to continue going down to the left 2 flat now. 1, 2. And from the left block in that 2 flat, we're going to put 1 underneath. We're then going to go down into the left 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down into left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into left 12 singles now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's perfect. You can see from the right hand camera screen, it doesn't really collide with anything, but it doesn't really do much for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to double back now. So going to the tip of what we just built, I want you to count back 4 pieces of this single. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's from the end. We're counting back 4 from the end. And on that 4th block, what we're going to do is switch to our coal and add 1 piece of coal to the right there. Now it's very important to make sure that these newly placed blocks aren't being confused with what we just did. So from this 1 single we just added, we are then going to go up and to the right 1 single, up and to the right 2 flat, 1, 2. And from there, you can kind of see it branching off. So once you have this 2 flat placed, you can see it's separate from this branch going up. We're going to continue going up and to the right for this next part. So you can put your placement block to the right or top side as you're done each part. It's going to be very close though. So like I said, try not to get confused. But if you are slightly off, it doesn't really matter, guys. A lot of you guys try to be perfect about these things. It's just shading. And when you're done, some of this stuff will not be noticeable if you're 1 or 2 blocks off. So I just want to reassure you guys with that. Anyways, from here what we're going to do is we're going to go up and to the right 2 singles. 1, 2. Up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 2 flat again. 1, 2. Up and to the right 2 singles. 1, 2. And sorry about any metallic noises you may hear in the background. That is my radiator. I sadly cannot do anything about it, but I try to schedule my recordings around the time where it won't be going off. So anyways, from those 2 singles now, we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Up and to the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to be switching direction. So if you were putting your placement block to the right side, you can keep it there. But we're going to be going down as well. So if you want, put it on the bottom or right side as we go down into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into the right 1 single. 1. And then down into the right 2 vertical again, and this should touch the wall. So 1, 2. Perfect. So this is another area that will be shaded in with black concrete. So if you want to go in and fill in this little gaps right here with the black concrete, kind of like what we have going on the left side, you can do that as well. Or you can wait till you're done building and color everything at once. Alright. So finding the 2 vertical we just marked right here we didn't mark it, we're going to mark it now, that we just finished this little curvature with. What I want you to do is kind of see where the main build is. You see how it connected back to this 4 vertical right here? If we go down into the right from it where we have this 5 vertical waiting, so slightly below it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we're going to do is go to the 4th block from the top in there, so count from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th block from the top, or the 2nd to last block from the bottom. What I want you to do is put 18 pieces of black coal to the left of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's always easier to split your placements and stuff like that into smaller numbers. So I did 2 groups of 9, which is 18 still. Just in case if some of you guys are a little bit younger and don't know the math, that's why I always say the things like that. It's always easier to split it. You can also do 6 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 6. It's just simple multiplication. Anyways, once you have this 18 to the left going, we're going to go to the final block on the left side right here and add 10 going straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you wanted to recount it, remember, we added 10 to this one block that was already there, so it should be 11 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. Simple math, but it's always good, because I know some of you guys are really, really specific about your builds. Now from this bottom right here, we're going to add 19 to the right, so it's going to be 20 in total, since we already have this first one here. Let's go to the right side and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And if you look at the right hand camera screen, you can see we have this rectangle shape, and that's basically going to be like his little uniform badge. So we need to put a line going through the center. The correct place to put this is, you can see we have this on this right side, we have this 7 vertical right here that has nothing connected to it. Let's go from the bottom. Actually, what we can do is go from the bottom or the top and count 4, because 4 is exactly in the center. So if we go to the bottom and count up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, it would be the same block if we started counting from the top, because, you know, the 4th block is in the center of 7. What we can do from here is we're going to put 18 going to the left from here, and this should meet with that wall right there. And if it doesn't, just keep on dragging it over. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfect. So that's a lot of the Demon Slayer jacket detail just done right there. What we are missing right now is there's a little bit of a circle badge thingy, like a button on his collar, that goes in the center, and then we have to do the detail on the collar. So what I want to do is we're going to zoom out a little bit so I can find where I'm working with. And, okay, perfect. What we're going to do next is the circle part. And the way we're going to do that is, you can see this U-shaped shading spot that I have right here. We didn't fill in any of the blocks on it, but this is going to be colored in all with black. Let me just show you what I mean. This U-shape right here. But what we're going to do is, when you go to the top of it right here, kind of where we have the neck sectioned off, we should have this long strip towards the center, and I'm going to count it out just to make sure we know how long it is. I think it's 15 blocks in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. So this 15 flat that we have right below his chin, and it's kind of just floating there because we haven't done the detail on the collar yet. What I want you to do is, we're going to go to the center-ish of it, and the way we're going to find the center block is we're going to start from the left side, and actually we don't need to go all the way to the center. We can find a earlier block, and that's more simple to work with. We're going to go to the left side, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what we're going to do is go underneath this 5th block and put 1 placement block, then 1 coal. The reason I said we were going to find the center before was because I was going to just do the center of this little plank we're about to build. But let's start with the first block in it. It's a lot easier to find, so that's why I did it. So from the 15 flat, we found the 5th block from the left, and below it we put a placement and a coal. So hopefully you're with me right there. Let's delete these placement blocks and get ready to work with that single. First thing we're going to want to do is add 6 to the right of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're then going to go down into the right from it, 2 singles, 1, 2. Down into the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. And I think this section is symmetrical, so if you have one of these little corners built, you can do them all. It's going to be singles, 2 vertical, then 3 vertical, then it's going to go back in. It's all circular, but I'll just show you what I mean. So from this 2 vertical, we're going to go down into the right, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. And now this is the farthest point to the right of this circle shape, so we're going to start going to the left, and it's going to be an exact copy of what we've done right here, the 2, 1, 1, 7. So we're going to go down into the left, 2 vertical, so put your placement block to the bottom or left side, 1, 2. Down into left, 2 singles, 1, 2. Down into the left, 7 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you zoom out, you can see it. It is kind of symmetrical, but we're just missing the left side of this arc. And as you can tell, the way we can complete that arc is by putting the 1, 1, 2, 3, and then reversing the same color. I mean, the same pattern. So let's go up and to the left now. 2 singles, 1, 2. Up and to the left, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Up and to the left, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. And now to lock out this shape, all we're going to do is go up and to the right, 2 singles, 1, 2. So you see it's a perfect circle. This is actually going to be a light or dark gray. I can't remember. I think it's light gray concrete. You don't have to start coloring it. Like I said, we always go over the colors at the end of the build. But if you want to get ahead of it and you've seen the thumbnail, you know what color it is. It's just that I'm not that well prepared. Anyways, now moving up, we are done completely with the bottom half of his build. We just need to move up to the neck, then the hair, and then the details in the hair. So this is getting really good. We probably have one more part after this. So next we're going to do the collar. You can see we have some of the collar shaped out, but not much of the detail done. And I'm going to start from the left side where we have this 3 flat weighting. All we're going to do with that is we're going to be going down and to the right from each of those endpoints. So we're going to go to the bottom right, put our placement blocks, whoops. So we can go down and to the right, 3 flat again. 1, 2, 3. Down and to the right, 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down and to the right, 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, it touched the wall right there, which is fine because some of the other detail that kind of comes in with this plate on this little part of the collar doesn't actually get filled in right here. So it touched right there. That's fine. We're going to double back to where we had the original 3 flat. And would it be easier to build from here or down there? I think it would be easier to build from down there, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's go back to the 15 flat where we started working on the circle button thing right here. And instead of working from the bottom, we're going to work and build up from it. So on this 15 flat, we're going to go all the way to the left side and we're going to count 2 blocks over. 1, 2. And from these 2 blocks, we're going to add 13 on top. Also, before you put the 13 on top, notice there's going to be a bunch of things coming off of this 15 flat, so we're going to come back to it a bunch of times. So just remember this bar, and don't forget it when I say we're going back to the 15 flat. Alright, so we're going to add 13 to the top now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we need to bring this to the wall now, so we're going to be going up and to the left. So let's put our placement block to the left or top side. As we go up and to the left, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Placement block again. Up and to the left, 8 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Placement block. Up and to the left, 3 flat. 1, 2, 2, 3. Placement block. Up and to the left, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete the placement block. And as you can see from the right hand camera screen, this does create like the layers of the collar going. We can also put the shading in for that right now. And the way we're going to do that is let's go to the 4 flat we put at the end that connected to the wall right here. So this 4 flat. And we're going to count from the left side over 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And on this 3rd block, we're going to go underneath it. And we're going to put 2 pieces of coal going straight down. 1, 2. Note to self, this is the shading, guys. So we're going to be, even though we're using the coal for this, the inner parts of it is going to be painted with concrete. I never want the outline and the actual coloring inside to be the same color, so you'll know when you're coloring it in what's the outline and what's actually the shade blocks. So from the 2 vertical, we're going to go to the bottom block and put 1 going to the right. We're then going to go down into the right 3 vertical, so placement block 1, 2, 3. Down into the right 2 vertical, 1, 2. Placement block. Down into the right 1 single. Down into the right 2 vertical. Down into the right 1 single. And then down into the right 2 vertical again. Very repetitive pattern, but it's effective. To the right of this, I think we're going to color it with black concrete, and to the left of it is going to be his normal demon slayer color. But I'm going to go over the colors later. I'm going to stop coloring them in right now. Okay? Next, what we're going to do is return back to the 15 flat we were working with. And you see how we built up from the second block to do this? What we're next going to do is we're going to build up from the 5th block. So count all the way from the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from that 5th block, we're going to add 15 going straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's a little bit higher than what we had over there, which is fine because it's going to be a different layer. Let's delete these dirt blocks. And this isn't the last time we visit this 15 strip. We're going to extend further and further each time. But from that 15 vertical, we're going to be going up and to the left. So put your placement block to the top or left side each time. And let's go up and to the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up and to the left 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to touch the wall, we're going to go up and to the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So the left side of his collar looks fine right now. We still need to do the center point and then mirror it over to the right side. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to return back to this 15 flat right here. And what we're going to do now is instead of counting over 5 blocks, we're going to count over 8 blocks from the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And from that 8th block, we're going to add 15 to the top of it, and we're not going to delete this dirt block because it's going to be used to help us continue on. Shouldn't have deleted them in the first place. So we're just going to add 15 to the top right here. Sorry about the pause there, guys. There was police sirens in the background, which you probably picked up and then heard me stop suddenly. That's why. But anyways, from here we're going to add 15 to the top now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And it's equal in length to this one over here, which is fine. We're probably going to have another 15 column later. But what we're going to do now is drop back down to where we had these dirt blocks placed. And I want you to add another 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. And from that, we're going to put 15 going straight up. Yep, there it goes. So instead of counting it out, we're just going to make it equal to this pillar right here that we just did. Because we already know it's 15 high. Unless you're not sure that you did it 15 high. But all 3 of these should be the same height. This is going to basically mirror, this 15 we just built is going to basically mirror what we did over here and go up and to the right this time. The numbers are going to be slightly different, but of course it's going to have the same purpose of just creating that second layer for the collar. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat, 1, 2, up and to the right 9 flat, so that's a big number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up and to the right 7 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then up and to the right, 2 flat. 1, 2. And actually, this part of the collar doesn't touch the wall. So what I want to do is let's go to the opposite side and remove that last block over here so that this part of the collar doesn't also touch the wall. There we go. So on both sides, let's not make it touch the wall. And let's just see if that looks different. Like if it makes the collar look folded, that'd be a nice little effect right there. You don't have to do this, by the way. This is just a little bit of a, like, we're going to all color this all in white or light gray anyways. So even if this one block is here, it doesn't matter. I'm just letting you guys know. Some of you guys are perfectionists, so I always have to state these things because I know it's going to freak somebody out. Anyways, also before we drop back down to the 15 flat right here and start adding another fold in the, or layer, let's go to where we have this 9 flat marked with dirt blocks. Because it's very simple to deal with this, and I don't know why I didn't deal with it earlier. All we're going to do is go to the left side of it and go down into the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. I don't know why we marked it, like if that was an important point to come back to. The 4 flat connects it to the jaw, kind of like what we did with that first plank over here on the left side. And if you can see the right hand camera screen, you can see the collar kind of mimics itself on the left and right side. So that would mean we only have one more layer to do on the right side, and then the little shading we did. So going to the dirt blocks we have right here, we're going to add another 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. And from here we're going to add 13 pieces of coal going up, not 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And from here, we're going to be going up and to the right. So put your placement block on the top or right side. Let's go up and to the right 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's delete these old blocks. Up and to the right 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry about that pause there. I was just thinking. Up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth block's already there. Perfect. Now all we need to do is to put the little shading lines in. So let's go to the first block in the 5 flat we just created. And let's put 2 going straight down. 1, 2. From here, we're going to be going down into the left. So put your placement block accordingly, bottom or left side. And we're going to go down to left 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. Down into left 2 singles. 1, 2. Down into left 2 vertical. 1, 2. And then down into left 3 singles, and this should touch down. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, so the final part I want to do for today before moving on to the hair and the next part is the earrings. But if you look at the left ear looks perfectly fine. The right ear, however, has this huge gap in it that needs to be filled in. So let's go all the way up to the right ear. And what I want you to do is, you can see where we have the spikes part over here, and you can also see the slant of the forehead or whatever that's next to the eyeball. What we're going to do is go to the 2 verticals that we have right here next to the eye. So look where we have the eye. To the right, you can see a bunch of 2 verticals. And I want you to find the second one in this streak of 2 verticals. So we have 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. And 1, 2, that's 3. There's 3 sets of them. We want the middle one. So from the middle one, we're going to go to the bottom block, and we're going to go down into the right from it, 3 verticals with the blocks of coal. 1, 2, 3. We are then going to go down into the right 1 single, down into the right 2 vertical, and then down into the right 2 singles again. 1, 2. And once you have that, you can look at the right hand screen, and now the ear truly looks like it belongs. Before it looked really weird, there was a gap there. But now you can see it looks kind of like the left side. It's fine. All we have to do now is drop below the big square chunks we have in each ear and use that to build the earring. So let's go to the left side first. Even though we're on the right side, I always work from left to right. And what I want you to do is we're going to go below, exactly below the brick chunk we have, and use that as a marker. So let's go underneath it, and we're going to find this straight line of the ear, and we're going to go even below that, and we're going to put 4 pieces, not 4, how do I put it? We're going to put another brick chunk, the 2x2 below it. So 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, just hanging off the ear. We're also going to do that to the opposite ear as well. As you can see, we use the 2x2 chunk as a marker, drop below the earlobe, and then put a 2x2. Alright, so like I said, it's the same thing on both ears. It's just very, very complex. Not really. But what we're going to do is, once we have that brick chunk, we're going to put a 3rd layer below it of 2 singles, like so, except we're going to extend it to the left one and to the right one. Now once you have that, we're going to also go down into the left on the left side, and down into the right on the right side, 23 vertical. So let's go to the left side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And on the right side, it's the same thing. We're going to go down into the right 23 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Now, if you're sure about the length of the first one, you can just bring it down till it's equal to the second one, but I always count just to make sure. Now, we're going to close this gap by going down into the right or down into the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is 1 set of earrings. There are going to be some inner details on the earrings, which I can mark out for you right now. It's not that complex to do. We're not coloring them, we're just going to mark them out. So if you want, you can grab your, I think we're going to be using its nether brick for this part. So from this little chain that we have hanging off the earlobe, we're going to put another layer of 2 below it with the grass blocks, like so. Then we're going to put 5 layers of 2 sets of nether brick. So That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't know if I explained that well, but if you zoom out, you can see it, what I mean. Just hanging down below it, we have a row of dirt, then 5 rows of nether brick. Okay? This is the same pattern that's going to happen on the other ear, so if this is easy enough for you, you should be able to do it. But also what I'm going to do is we're going to mark out where we have this little hanging from the banner thing at the bottom. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to go to this 4 flat all the way at the bottom. And you can find the left or right side, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do the left side. And we're going to take our placement blocks and we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of placement block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the 8th block, we're going to put a coal. If you did this on the right side, it's the same thing. 7 up, then a coal. And all we're going to do to bridge this is we're going to go up and to the left or up and to the right. Whoops, I said it wrong. Up and to the right or up and to the left. 2 flat. So it can connect at that diagonal perfectly. Now we need to do this to the opposite ear. So going to the right ear now, we have the chunk hanging there, but we don't have the the secondary layer that has the 1 to the left and the 1 to the right. So we're going to do that next. We're going to add another layer of 2 and just extend it over 1 to the left and 1 to the right. If you wanted to add in the extra layer of nether brick right now, we can. We're just going to go to the center right here and put a layer of dirt, then 5 layers of nether brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the singles we have on the left and the right, let's put a placement block to the bottom of each of them. And we're going to go down into the left on the left side and down into the right on the right side. 23 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Let's do that on the opposite side as well. Down into the right, 23 vertical. We already know this was 23 in length, so I'm just going to make it equal to what we have already waiting. Zoom out to check. Perfect. Let's connect these two by going down into the right, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are good to go. All we need to do now is that little arch that we have, and we're going to pick our left side or our right side and go up 7 pieces of grass block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then a coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then a coal. And then close out this shape by going up and to the right or up and to the left, 2 flat. 1, 2. Alright, so as it stands right now, the entire build is pretty much done. All we need to do is the shading and the hair, which is a lengthy part in and of itself. Oh, also, I forgot, there are these little pieces of hair on his neck that I'm missing. So hopefully I don't forget those. Right here next to the earring, there's supposed to be spiky little parts of hair. So I'll cover that next time, and then we'll jump right into the shading. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for more pixel art content. This is Phoenix, and as always, I'll see you guys later.